Welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna, and welcome to Mad About Mini Paper Pads, where we take our paper pads that are less than a 12 by 12 and make a layout. I am also playing along with the Big December Sketch Fest. That is by Scrap a Sketch. Here is the sketch by Lisa Sikorsky. She is not only on Facebook, but she also has a website, scrapasketch.com. And the challenge with this sketch is to use tags, flowers, stitching, gems, and a multicolor title. And I think I was able to do all of these. This sketch worked beautifully with the Mad About Mini paper pads. I used the 6x6 pad of Carnival by Colorbach. And I cut the two on the left down to 5.5 by 5.5 so they would fit on the 12 by 12 piece of paper. And then I left the yellow one 6x6. Now you're not going to see a lot of it. It's not big enough to mat in, but it's backing it a little bit. I knew I was going to overlap the page. I don't know, I felt like I was going to have a bigger impact. So I'm glad I went with the yellow one. As I'm putting this together, I'm thinking I could have used like 2 6x6 papers behind it maybe to mat that better, but I didn't. Tell me what you think about it. So I want to make sure I'm getting those straight on there. And see, you can see them in the middle there. You just can't see them around. So I think it does give it some impact, and I like it. I'm going to get those other pieces down, hopefully straight. I'm just using a little bit of my ATG. And then I will get my pictures down, hopefully straight. Never know. And I'm going to do it similar to the sketch, although you can definitely tell my pictures are bigger. So I did trim down the 2 pictures that I could, but the pictures with all the people in them, there wasn't any room. These are Nicole Jones 911 printables. I'm going to use these tags to cover that prompt. And I have a lot of these kind of paper flowers by Close to My Heart. And so I layered some of those behind the printables. And I'm happy to get them on my page. And I think it gives a little bit of impact there. I don't have a lot of color on this page. The other thing to know, oh, here come my gems. The other thing is I'm very much a theme scrapper. So for me to do a page about baseball and not use anything baseball, that is out of my box. And I did it and I like it and I would do it again. So that's kind of a learning thing, and it was helpful with these prompts. I was looking at different things and not just the themey things. So I'll get those tags down, and you can see I use the gems to cover the whole tag. And then I use some adhesive foam tape to get that popped up a little bit. And then I decided to put the gems in the middle of the flowers, and I like that. So I've got a little bit of green, dark green, I got a little bit of yellow, got a little bit of blue, and that's kind of what the theme is through the paper then, or through the layout. Here I was using my liquid glue, but then I remembered, shoot, I'm using this. I want to pop it up, so on top of the glue, I put the adhesive foam, and that worked. Then I figure out the multi-colored titles. So I have these American Crafts foam stickers, and one of the words says major, and I think it says major heart eyes, but I still hold major. And then I have these LE Studio acetate letters, and major, it was not a major league game. It was a minor league game that is close to us, but I thought that was kind of a fun title, so major fun. And then I didn't put it exactly where they have it on the sketch, but because I needed the background for the major and then something lighter for the fun, it worked perfectly up there. So pleased with that. I really like this layout. It's got the color I like, and it's not too busy, and I really enjoyed this. So now the stitching, and I was not going to pull out real stitching, so I got my stamps out. I do have some Tim Holtz stamps that with stitching that I really like, but it has a lot of like loose ends and string and stuff, and I just wanted this one a little more clean. So I try it out first on my kind of my scrap paper to make sure it's stamping okay. You can see I've used the other, the more of the squiggly lines stamps, and I wanted to use this. It's just this cute zigzag. So, and I will ink it up again, and it's pretty darn easy. It's a close to my heart block, and it actually has a line on it, so you can line up if you have something on a straight line. And here I am masking it off, that's with the scrap paper, so that I don't want it to go too far up the page. So I just stamped on the scrap paper to get it to stop where I wanted. The last thing I'm going to do is to use some Dylusion spray, just to give some splashes, or splatters, I guess it would be called. And I got a nice big splatter on the bottom there. So I have this, and I don't have those in front of me. I'm so sorry. If you'd like to know, give me a comment below. But here's a dark blue one, and then I will use my yellow one, which I think is called Sunshine, but I'm not really sure. And it just gives it a little extra something to bring it all together, and that is it for me. So thanks so much for spending some time with me. I hope you have as much fun as I do making these videos. I will see you again soon.